Hello and welcome back. We're Magic Academy and I'm your head seeker today, Ev, and this is Magic Academy. We are joined today by Aliza.
Hi. I tried to think of something cute. It didn't work.
Why did you have to think of something cute? You're cute enough.
Oh. Aw. Sarah.
Don't proceed.
So you don't have to be
going up. Oh my god, there's a podcast
this time.
There's also a podcast.
There's also a podcast.
I'm so sorry to anyone who listens to the podcast. I was dancing for chat / people who watch this early, and I was like, "This is an intro."
I got a new tattoo on Friday. It's really tiny, but it's a crystal, and I'm really excited about it.
Yay! I really need a new tattoo.
You can be part of the Magic Academy by making sure you like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new episode. While you're doing that, let's jump into today's episode of Curse of Strahd.
You go like and subscribe. I'll call you a good boy or girl.
Good non-binary entity. At that.
You are a good people.
Today, we are not necessarily going to pick up exactly where we left off.
No.
Oh.
That is homophobic.
Where did we leave off?
Don't even worry about where we left off. You don't need
I
to
dumped everything after.
We returned the little girl, and we found out that
We were
were fake. We're about to take stuff from
but we don't need to worry about that today.
I'm dying. Help.
Because
I want my loot.
We'll get back to that later. For now, you're all tucking into bed at the Blue Water Inn. And you find yourselves hearing a haunting melody singing you to sleep. God rest ye merry vampires, mongst death and disarray. Remember Strahd, our tyrant, was made a winter day to subjugate and terrorize, for we have gone astray. Oh, tidings of horror and fear, horror and fear. Oh, tidings of horror and fear. And as the song ends, you find yourselves awakening. Still in the Blue Water Inn, still in Vallaki, but your clothes are different. You're all in this very Dickensian garb.
Not me, but you.
Caleb looks about the same, but everybody else is a little more dressed up. And everything around you is decorated in gold and green.
Tacky.
Like an elf with wings.
You look
like
adorable.
a Christmas elf.
I don't think being made out of gold is good for my ability to sustain damage.
Oh, isn't gold a soft metal?
Yes.
You also notice that none of you have weapons.
I'm sorry, what?
I never had one.
No.
I only really use mine as a cane.
Where are my daggers?
Mine's my stunning charisma.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
Can't take that away now, can they, Ellie?
Oh, they can certainly try.
Try. Never succeed. Never will. Mew on them.
Shall we look around a bit? Is anyone else confused? As confused as I am.
Yes.
I'm gonna search around the room for my daggers.
Very valid.
You search around the room for your daggers, and you do not find them.
Perhaps I could. Where are we again?
Vallaki.
You are in the town of Vallaki at the Blue Water Inn.
We're still in our room. We all slept in the same room.
Yeah, you all have been. It's that big.
Are we that poor?
No, so it's available.
After everything we've done, we still just got a room.
It's the biggest room.
Let's imagine it's a suite, okay?
It's literally the biggest room.
I don't
This
sleep
is
in a
twice
bed.
the size of the room that all of my children shared, so we should be grateful.
Oh my god, you're like that. You're the mom on TikTok. The hotel room.
Which one?
Which one? I hate this. I hate this timeline.
I'm not
has,
on
like, a-
TikTok. I'm not on TikTok.
She had like, she was like, I have 6 kids with a 7th on the way. I make all the kids sleep in the living room.
Oh,
My
I
husband
think
and
I
I get the
saw that one.
bedroom.
I
And
did.
everyone was like,
I saw a YouTube video about that.
Yeah.
it was like,
I did too.
please wrap it up, girl.
Yeah.
That's a
Aliza.
conversation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. What the hell? I'm gonna go downstairs, and I don't care if this thing exists or not because I'm gonna say it exists unless you say it catches fire. But I'm going to go find a trunk full of small children's clothes, and I'm gonna put on a paperboy cap and a vest and say, "Screw this dress," and I'm
You're
not
already
an elf.
wearing it. You're already wearing it. You're in Dickensian garb. That's whatever that means for you. If for you that's the little newsboy cap and the overalls,
Okay, cool.
then,
That's what we're going with.
then that's what
Ellie-
your Dickensian garb is.
Ellie has a headscarf wrapped around her head, and she looks like a little old babushka.
I like to
Yeah.
think that Lil is Spot Conlon.
I don't know who that is.
I don't
From
either.
Newsies. From Newsies!
Newsies.
Ev! You know. Also,
Kalen looks the same because he's already wearing that era of clothing.
Yeah.
But you do see
I'm perfect like
Percy.
that.
You do see Percy is in a similar, very dapper suit.
Percy, that looks great
very
on you.
1800s. Oh, thanks. What's going on? This is weird.
You ask a lot of questions.
I agree.
There's garlands all over the place that weren't there last night.
But-
is the mayor or the burgermaster perhaps throwing one of his ridiculous festivals that he thinks will stop Strahd?
Maybe we're
don't
being celebrated as heroes.
Don't you think someone would have woken up if we heard someone in a room redecorating?
And redressing us.
And yes, changing our clothes. We would have had to have been very severely drugged, and I haven't had experience like that in a long time, let me tell you.
I'm gonna
You
go
are all
through
very
my
deep
pockets real
sleepers.
quick and pull out a fake mustache and smack it on my face.
Excellent. So are you guys gonna just sit around in your room?
No.
Yeah. I'm gonna be the Grinch.
What do you mean, Evelyn? Yeah, we are. Are you trying to make
There
us
you
do
go.
something else? Do you want us to
Old-fashioned.
walk out?
I'd love to. No, I'd like you to just sit here all day.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Introverts unite! Yay!
Ellie, what
Wait.
did y'all do for Christmas?
What, my family?
You and your 13 children?
13, I know, it's hard to remember. Well, we would all gather around the fire and hang our stockings, and sweet Carl would always load them up with all sorts of sweets and that kind of thing, my lovely husband. And then we would sing carols all the way until midnight. And at that point, we would shoo the children to bed, tell them that if they stayed awake, then Kris Kringle would not bring them their gifts. And then Carl and I would have a lovely time in front of the fire with some spiked wine. Spiced wine, whatever you call it. I forget sometimes.
Spot.
Both.
What is Christmas? I've never heard of this in Faerun.
Oh no.
Well, apparently
I'm-
there's this story of some very old elder that died and came back, and some of it was, I don't know, like a fairy tale. Maybe they were from the fray. I don't really know, but anyway, you give presents to people. That's the part that matters.
Don't forget about the part where a strange older man sneaks into your home and leaves you gifts.
I think
It's right down the hole.
I think I'd have to
Chimney.
shoot him. Is this old man coming tonight?
It could be coming right now as we speak. We don't know when this old man will come.
Well,
Yeah.
before we go jumping to conclusions, I think maybe we should take a look, or maybe we should leave the room and take a look around. Percy is going to suggest.
Shut the fuck
Irina-
up, Percy.
And
Boo.
Irina, who is in like full young woman Dickensian era, she looks like oh, what's the name of the actress in the Muppet Christmas Carol? She plays Scrooge's girlfriend.
Scarlett Johansson?
No.
No.
And she's like, yeah, I think maybe we should go look around because this is really weird.
Yeah, you live here and you don't know what's going on.
No, I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, yes. Let's get our keysters up and we'll toddle around and see if we can't find anything regarding this new mystery.
You all head downstairs and into the tavern proper, where you see what appears to be the Mardukov family hanging more decorations, more garlands and things.
They're the
And
ones
all
that
of it
changed
is
us.
green and gold.
So they're hanging decorations. So
Yes,
if
and they're also in this like Dickensian garb, sort of.
So is it safe to assume that they changed? their
Yes,
clothes?
I think so. Aiden, what was their name? What was their
It's
name?
not safe to assume anything.
I don't know. You literally played one of them though. That was like your character.
Silas is not here.
Aiden is Silas's friend. There's also Irvin Martikov and what the fuck's his wife name?
Davian?
Sure is.
I think so.
Petrovka.
Something with a D.
Danica.
Ivana.
Oh my god.
I
Damn.
bought
I
a
should
lot.
get my book out. God damn it. Yes. No, his father's Davian. His wife is. What's his wife? Who's his wife? Danica.
Oh my god. Where did I pull that out of? That's incredible.
Some weird crevice in the back of your brain.
Yeah, literally. I was
Irvin and
making
Danica.
shit up.
And their sons, Brom and Bray, running around, and they're both dressed very similarly to Lil, both the little boys.
That's 700.
Woo!
Woo!
Thank you. Welcome in, Weebjet.
Hell yeah.
And
Jeez.
as you all come down, Danica sort of bustles over. She's got a tray with what looks like some fresh mugs of hot cocoa. And she says, yes, it's so lovely to see our guests so awake. Would you care for some hot chocolate this morning?
Yes, but also, could you explain what's going on? Who dressed us?
Well, I should think you dressed yourself, ma'am.
Is she British?
Apparently.
Hello, governor.
It does
Hello.
feel like home.
I have a
Okay.
question.
Well, I should think you dressed yourself, ma'am. Would you care for some hot chocolate this morning? We also have-
tea and crumpets.
Oh, of course. We've got tea as well right over there. And we've got
I
some
mean, happy-
bangers and mash as well for Becky.
Hello?
I want to go back to London now, please.
What's happening? Also,
What is
yes,
happening?
Archipelago, though, but fuck this. What is happening?
Or if you'd like some beans on toast.
Yes. This place is amazing. I don't know what's
happening.
happened.
Time of your life.
Yes. It reminds me of my home.
What is all of this stuff?
Well, I can't quite explain all of the decorations. That's a little new. But it seems like Strahd must have cast a spell to transport us into a better version of Barovia. Perhaps this one isn't dog shit.
Oh, and
Maybe
don't you worry,
women are
dear.
feel empowered.
And don't you worry, dear. We've got Toad in the hole for supper.
What the hell is Toad in the hole?
I'm so sorry.
That's what Percy's going
Damn
to
it.
do later.
Now you're speaking like that, and it's making me want to speak in an accent. Wait, what did people say?
You don't
He
wanna
said
know.
that's what Percy's gonna do later. When I asked
my God.
what Toad in the hole was.
Oh dear, Toad in the hole is sausages and pudding. It's lovely.
Sausages. You
Right,
know,
yes.
I'm gonna
I'm
look
really
at Ellie
glad I
and be
don't
like,
eat.
sausages and pudding don't seem to go together, y'all.
I think she
Excuse me.
means black pudding.
Danica, if you just don't mind giving us just a moment, I think we need to have a little bit of a chit chat, just the four of us.
Of course, and don't forget, tonight we have a lovely Merry Night celebration going on. So, please, come join us.
Thank you. We really appreciate the invite. And I'm gonna like grab the closest companions to me and like shuffle this way. What the heck is going on?
I don't want to assume, but I feel like we're in a Christmas miracle.
I
Or
feel
this
like
is
I've
a
just done a
trap.
bunch of cocaine and I don't like it. Sorry, yield and
What did
cocaine.
you talk about today in D&D? Cocaine?
Yield.
Bye, TikTok. Oh.
Sorry. Forgot about TikTok, my bad.
It's okay.
Oh,
We love
fuck.
silencing people in this world.
I feel like I've done some sort of drugs, and it is making me very uncomfortable. We're all in agreement that when we went to sleep last night, she didn't speak like that. Yes.
I don't even remember going to sleep last night.
I don't either, actually.
Yes, what
remember-
were we doing?
I vaguely remember a song of sorts. Something in the back of my head is nagging me that there. Yes,
Was it slightly out of tune?
probably.
Stage fright.
This is not a supportive work environment.
Probably.
Please
But only
email
because-
HR with your concerns and I will take care of it.
I'm sorry.
I
Because I
said
will take care
I
of it.
wanted to go on
Randall.
record that I said probably without thinking that that was a comment about the DM and not a character.
Oh my god.
Didn't think about
I
that.
saw
meant-
Sarah dive off the screen.
Yeah.
I thought your song was lovely and very creative.
Thank you. I worked very
I'll
hard
put it on my fridge.
I practiced it so many times.
God, oh no. I hate it here.
Oh,
Can I
goodness.
leave now? I gotta go.
You guys definitely know that Danica did not sound like that last time you saw her.
Okay, that's what I
That was not
thought.
her accent.
I'm not used to having holes in my memory. Everything's stored forever. So I'm not quite sure what happened. The last thing that we did was we were at a Vordani camp. Sarah's like, I hope that's what it was. We were at a Vordani camp.
Vordani
This-
is Oathbreaker.
Fuck! Damn it! It starts with a V.
It is.
You're thinking Vishtani?
Vishtani. We were sorry. We were at an Usnavi camp, and
It's a police Navi dog camp.
And we were about to collect a reward for saving that man's daughter, and
And then
now
kill
we're
his
here.
brother.
Oh, and then someone posted some picture in the Discord that said these potions were fake, but I don't know that.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
That is neither
yeah.
here nor there.
we were at
also know
we were at
Above-
this big wagon, and there was all these elixirs and potions.
Yeah, and treasures.
And
Potions that
God
can
said
get
that
you out
they're
of
completely
Barovia.
real.
It's just like get us out of Barovia right the fuck now.
Caleb, as you guys are discussing your present predicament, you begin to hear, kind of in the back of your mind, working its way forward. Caleb! Caleb! Caleb!
I don't know how to react to this, but I think I'm hearing something in my head.
Don't you?
little shit! Did you fucking time travel? You motherfucker!
Knock knock, who's there?
It's the librarian. You little shit. Did you fucking time travel?
Sorry, Ellie. 3 is Daddy.
Who else would it be, dear? Unless you have multiple
think
voices
it's-
inside of your head.
I'm pretty sure that he called you stepson, so that would make him stepdaddy.
Hmm.
Either way, I get stuck in all the laundering machines.
Caleb, where the fuck are you?
What's a laundry machine, Ellie?
Me, usually.
I'm so now Sarah's confused. I don't understand what's happening.
I was making the joke because Ellie is the one that does the laundry for her family.
Okay.
Supposed to be a more wholesome joke, not about her having a hole to fill.
Real.
I don't know how to do this.
Where are you?
Dearest librarian, so sorry I seem to have misplaced myself.
Did you do this on purpose? Did you purposefully time travel?
No, but if we did time travel, that's pretty fucking cool.
Oh, no, it's not. Because this isn't normal time travel. Something weird is going on, Caleb.
Yes, someone changed my clothes for me.
Is
And it
Callum
wasn't-
speaking out loud in response to the
Oh,
librarian? Or is
yes. Yes, I don't know how to handle this.
Okay, I'm gonna look at 3 and go, like, mouth the word time travel?
I'm gonna mouth back. I'm gonna just say out loud because I don't understand the social cue that you're trying to implement. And say, "Oh no, it's actually impossible. Time travel isn't real."
It's not normal time travel. Something else is happening.
What does
No,
not
this is
normal
bad.
time
This is
travel
bad.
mean?
This is bad. This is bad. It's
What
a
type of
goddamn holiday
unnormal
special.
time travel? Oh,
Did he just say it out loud with his whole chest?
What's that? Is that
so
the fourth wall? Hello?
it seems like
It's a goddamn holiday special, Caleb. Okay. Here, don't worry about it. I can't help
is this
you.
part canon or not? I forget how this works.
It's super not canon.
Oh damn.
And
Not canon.
listen. If you want to get back
And
to
we're
normal,
expected to go back right where we left off.
yeah, you sure the fuck are. And the only way you're gonna
I
be able
didn't
to
save
do
my
that
character sheet. I'll forget how many spell slots I have.
tells us
But what
some
about my
goddamn
health?
numbers. Oh my god, can we focus on what's important? Here's the thing, Caleb, buddy.
Are you Jennifer Coolidge
little
now?
guy. Listen, none of this is real. The only way to
I
get
can't do
out,
Jennifer
you
Coolidge.
either have to teach a lesson or listen. Which one? With
Teach a
what-
lesson or what's it like? You're
Right.
breaking up. Darling.
You motherfucker, this would be so much easier if you weren't in goddamn Barovia.
Teach a lesson or what? That was a genuine question.
You either have to teach a lesson or learn a lesson. If you don't,
Oh.
you exist in a time.
I don't think Kellum's ever learned a lesson before. And it's fucking life.
If you don't accomplish whatever your task is by morning, you will be stuck in a time loop, which, trust me, is worse than being stuck in Barovia. It's twice as annoying and 3 times as depressing.
Perfect. I have the perfect plan. Thank you. And I'm gonna look right at Ellie and Lil and go, I found our solution. We must teach 3 to enjoy Christmas.
I think we could manage that.
I'm sorry, what did I miss and what did I just walk back into? Because my dogs were so, like, not were, did absolutely positively have to go to the bathroom. And then my wife said my dinner was ready. So,
Long story short, librarian contacted me, said, hey, you're on a Christmas special. You either need to learn a lesson or teach a lesson, and everything we're doing today is not canon.
Mhm.
oh, okay. We're Groundhog Day. Got it.
Yes. Yeah. Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I came up with a solution that we have to teach 3 the joys of Christmas. That's the lesson.
Fair.
And I personally
Because
think that's
Christmas
kind of.
doesn't.
I think that's doable. 3's made a lot of personal growth.
Yes.
Now the question is, do any of us know the real meaning of Christmas?
Is
I
it
think-
even Christmas that's being celebrated today, or is there a different name?
Oh
We haven't
no!
asked them yet.
Stradmus?
I swear, if it's Strahdmas, I will leave.
It's not. That is the name of my document, but that's not the name of the
Okay, fair enough.
I'm sorry. You want me to enjoy something?
I think you're
Like my-
capable of it.
You enjoy all of our presents, so yes.
I mean, I don't know if I do enjoy your presence.
Here,
I
I
think
have an
I
idea. I have an idea.
Appreciate it.
I've been working on this for you for a little while, 3. I know it's not a necessary thing because you're made of metal and whatever, but I think that it would look lovely on you. And she reaches into her bag and she grabs out a hand knitted scarf that she's been working on for 3. And she goes, Merry Christmas, or whatever the hell we're celebrating. And she hands you the scarf.
I'll never know. 3 knows what a scarf is. It's like, oh, why? What service shall I render in payment for this?
That's not how a gift works, silly. It is from me to you because I care for you. And I just want to do something nice for you. There is no need to do anything in return.
I'll put it on. You know what? Hold on. I have a prop.
Oh, we love props.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so you guys have sort of discovered a little bit possibly of maybe why you're here.
Oh,
Cute.
that's so
It's
cute.
beautiful.
It's a cute scarf.
Hello.
And yeah, Ellie comes up to you and goes on her tippy toes and she sort of adjusts it a little bit around your neck to make sure it's snug. There, you look positively lovely. Do you like it?
I think so.
Good.
I do not feel cold. So I don't know if it's actually effective.
Well, if anything, you look very stylish now.
I was going to say it's a fashion statement.
And
I've never
we could get
paid that much attention to what I'm wearing if it doesn't serve a function.
We can get some
This
food
is-
too, and I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna grab a plate of this pudding and hand it to you 3 and go, there, your scarf and your spotted dick. You'll be great.
I grab it, and it's these little like discs of like hardened stuff. I go, this is and I sort of squish it in my hand a little bit. Oh, this is blood sausage. It's not pudding.
Close enough.
It's made from pork, sometimes beef blood, and oatmeal.
That is very on brand for Barovia, at least.
This is this. I again, I can't taste, but I imagine this would taste awful. Here, Lil, you try. Well, it'll only be unpleasant for a moment. I can't imagine.
Lil will take the pudding and have like the tiniest bite before dumping it into a trash can. No, actually dumping it into a potted plant. A dog will find it.
Percy will pipe up. I'll try it.
Okay. But when I go to hold it out to you, I hold it a little too close. It's like at your lips already.
He just is like, huh, it's there anyways, and just bites it.
Is the Percy 3 ship finally coming to life? Is it finally happening?
The thruple we all want.
About time.
For Threllum.
Threllum. Bring back Threllum.
It's not bad. It's pretty good. Do I sound different? Hold on.
Yep, bottom paw.
Percy's never had an accent like that before.
No.
We slowly becoming Christmas characters. It's a terrifying thought.
There's morphing into fucking.
Well, do you think maybe we should look around town?
No, first. I want to ask Davian some questions.
Do you mean Danica?
Danica. What's it?
Yeah,
Davian's his father!
Yeah, it's
I was one of them.
It's Irvin and Danica are the owners of the Blue Water Inn.
Yeah.
Danica.
Our note taker, everyone.
I'm not.
You go up to Danica and she says, "Hello there, love. Can I get you anything else?"
Some answers.
Quick question. What is the holiday we are holidaying?
Oh, are you not familiar? This is Merry Night. It's something we celebrate here in the land of Barovia. Travelers from all sorts come in and out of Valaki all the time, and they like to bring and leave little traditions. And so we've collected up a bunch of them, and we put them all together. We call it Merry Night. It's
Wait,
a lovely night of fun.
Not to interrupt you, darling, but quick question. Why am I now speaking in a British accent again? It's contagious. Quick question. Did you say that people go in and out of Barovia?
Well, yes. People come in and out of Barovia all the time.
No, they don't.
Well, that's queer.
Is it?
We're queer.
King
know,
Barov hasn't closed any borders as far as I'm aware.
King who? I'm sorry. Do you mind repeating that?
Which king did you just say, dear? Sorry, I missed it.
King Barov.
What
Sounds
year
like King
is it?
Bruv.
What year is it? I seem to have bumped
King
my head in
Bruv.
the middle of the night.
King
Well,
Bruv in it.
she tells you the year, and you immediately are able to figure out that it is several hundred years prior to the start of your adventure.
Oh, that's weird. Okie dokie.
Question.
Mhm.
Is Strahd still alive?
Yes,
Still
you-
alive?
do
He's
you
a
know
young
who's
man. I should
Strahd
hope
was-
he's still alive.
I'm gonna look to my friends and go,
You all should do
Let's not
like
go
to
down
have
to Ellie's
private
level.
conversations.
You know, at Ellie's level, and I go, I agree. If we actually did travel back in time, which is impossible, by the way, we should kill him.
yes.
And
I
stop
was thinking
this
the
from
same
happening.
thing.
Oh my
I'm
God.
glad we're on the same brain.
Okay, let's go. And 3 gets up and starts walking towards the door.
I imagine 3 just like grabs Ellie and like
Scoop. Yes.
And then
Strahd,
I stop.
totally
I stop
understand.
about halfway through, and I go, "We don't have our weapons."
I have magic.
I can cast spells still, and Ellie can turn into a Goliath. Dinosaur?
roll-
Didn't you think of that as a dinosaur lately?
No, I have to have actually seen the creature in order to turn into it, and dinosaurs don't exist anymore, so I can't.
You know,
Well, if you're all interested in meeting the young Mr. Strahd von Zarovich, the prince, the castle, because it's Merry Night, usually opens their doors to travelers. They have a big feast. People come from all over Barovia. It's quite lovely. With the boys being so young, we figured it might not be wise to take the trip this year, but when they're a bit older, we'll take them.
Yes, it is a great idea because we are travelers here to seek audience with the prince in the hopes of. I turn to Kellum and not quietly. I go, lying's really hard. We are seeking to establish diplomatic relations.
At least off to the side, just like this.
yes.
Oh, that's so lovely. You know, I would say, rather than speaking with Strahd, you might want to speak with his brother Sergei instead. He's a bit more pleasant.
Don't we know it?
But I'm sure they would love to have you down at Castle Ravenloft if you'd like to, if you'd head that way. And should you prefer to stay in town, we of course have our little celebration here at the inn as well. So you're welcome to be here additionally.
Thank you. That's a very kind offer. We would likely return this evening, probably.
Well, have a pleasant day. Tonight is Merry Night, so have fun then as well.
Yes.
Good merry night, and a blessing to you. Okay. Everyone, friends, I think I've come up with the brilliant plan. First off, I fully understand how repetitive Sirenscape is now. The second ball. Do you think if we've traveled back in time, we could kill Strahd here?
So, that's what 3 and I had just discussed, but I do have a bit of a, there's a bit of a mental, hurdle that I have yet to get across. If we are truly back in time, 7-ish hundred years or so, which is baffling. How is it?
200.
300?
A few.
A few hundred?
Many. No exact number.
Check. How is it that Irvin and Danica are here and their children are somehow here and the same?
Oh, that is. Oh, they
A really good question, God.
God?
Well,
Are they
wait, they could be vampires too.
Maybe they
None
become
of Strahd
vampires.
hasn't turned into a vampire yet.
If vampires aren't around, then if Strahd isn't a vampire and isn't around turning people into vampires, then
Remember, Strahd may have not been the first. Just whoever went to that Amber Temple and touched and rubbed the stones.
not to stereotype much, but doesn't it seem a bit weird that people would turn into vampires and then choose the life of tavern ownership? Seems a bit
What else?
mundane.
It's true, but
Okay.
like, make meat pies and whatever you want.
Spotted dick, apparently. Not sure what that is.
Let me get you some.
That's
good.
That is delish. Oh my god.
Yes. God, that's good.
That is delish. Oh my
Mm.
god. Jesus.
It's been so long since I did something, Todd. I wish I still remembered that as well as I used to.
Why
Other
don't
question.
we go ahead?
Yes. Lisa.
We know
Mhm.
that at some point in his past, Strahd took the deal from the Amber Temple,
Mhm.
and that he has to kill somebody who loves him
Yes. Or admires him.
or admires him, and then in return has to be killed as well.
Yes.
Ace arrow rep. Sorry.
What if we're the ones that kill him because we hate him, and then we're the reason he finishes becoming the Strahd we know today?
I don't
There's a
hate
lot of
him.
butterfly effects here.
I love him.
I hate him.
Okay, well, it's worth a shot.
I don't think I hate him, or I don't know what hate feels like, but if this is what it
Calum,
is, then I
didn't-
believe I do too.
Calum, didn't you say something from the librarian about this existing kind of out of our reality?
No, I don't remember that at all.
Do you truly not remember that as a character?
No, I just wanted to see Evelyn's reaction, which resulted in this.
Someone clip that. Please clip that.
The GM like, let me be helpful. This bitch.
Randall, I don't know why you hate me.
I don't.
And you'll
don't.
never find
Randall's
out.
a Sour Patch Kid, that's why.
Really,
Oh my god.
cute little brats.
So I was about to be really fucking mean. Anyways, here we
Do
go.
it, Kara.
No.
Yes.
No, we're practicing being nicer.
I enjoy chaos.
So,
Okay.
if this isn't our reality, then killing Strahd here would have no impact on our real reality if and when we get back.
Could we,
So
do,
our priority should be getting back. Yes?
could we do it anyway for the sweet release of
For the shits and gigs.
that actually makes this being a separate reality is much more likely than traveling back in time. Traveling back in time is much more difficult and impossible.
We could use this to our advantage, though, if this Strahd is the same as our Strahd, just younger and maybe more naive and less manipulative and easily manipulated, we could learn some things about the young man, and perhaps that would aid us in our killing of him later.
Yes, let's run like an operation.
But will we remember what
Really?
we learned today?
It's worth the risk. If we don't remember, I think I'll be grateful to not have ever remembered this fever dream.
I based, but also that's brilliant. We could go to the party tonight and scope out the entire castle and know its layout before we ever have to enter it back in our time world.
Oh my god, yeah.
Find.
The
perhaps
look
we
on
could find out-
Evelyn's face like I didn't anticipate this.
Oh no,
We
I
could-
did.
We could find the item that we're looking for. Maybe it's there as well, and then we know where it's at.
Yes, something about a heart? Yes?
Yes.
Where the stone speaks.
The mission. Mission.
Mission!
And we could call
Kill
it
Strahd.
Mission Heart. Because it's really the heart of Merry Holiday. Merry Night.
Well, I don't think we should tarry any longer. I think we can make our way, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Why won't it pull up? I'm so confused. There it is.
Oh, it's
It's so like sometimes Foundry confounds me.
yeah. It do be like that sometimes.
Find the beating heart of the castle. Let's find the beating heart of the castle.
And then my thing, hang on. Is that from the tarot card I pulled? Or whatever?
Replacement card. No, the replacement card. Yours is, I believe, was yours find a girl driven to assist insanity or go to a place at dizzying heights?
Both. Those were both mine.
Okay.
The Dizzying Heights one, though, the Lich told us was in Castle Ravenloft at the top of one of the towers, and I'm gonna imagine that I actually remember which tower it is because I, as a player, don't remember, but Lil sure as heck would.
The tallest tower.
Where's is the poor little Russian girl in drag still with us?
What?
I'm sorry. What are you saying about me this time? You like my Irina impression?
Percy
talking about
turns to you
Irina?
and he's like, "Are you talking about Irina?" And Irina's
Yes.
like, "What does that mean? Also,
Yoshi,
what is Russian?"
Right. We could. Just saying. Putting it out in the universe, and I'm going to go up to Irene. I'm going to cover their ears. We could use them as bait if this isn't the real world.
I think actually it might be best for Irina to remain put because Irina most likely looks just like Strahd's lover, who might be at the castle, and that would be difficult to explain.
Yeah.
Or they could come and swap, like the princess swap.
You mean
What?
the Parent Trap?
No,
The Princess Switch,
The
starring
Princess
Vanessa
Switch.
Hudgens.
Yes.
Oh my god, that is it's so far off my radar that it didn't even like. I was thinking the
No,
Parent
are
Trap,
you-
the Prince and the Pauper Barbie movie. I'm just
No,
like
are you
you.
talking about? Are you
You're
talking about the
just
Princess
like
Switch
me.
1, the Princess Switch 2, and the Princess Switch 3?
3.
Something
Netflix pops off with strange holiday movies, and that one's on my radar.
It's the Vanessa verse.
I would like to say I quit. Guys,
Yeah, this has
I
been
don't
super
know.
fun, but I'm gonna join Elisa on that one.
Well,
Lil and Ellie just go off and enjoy
We're-
being able to leave Barovia for a little while.
Live our best short lives.
I'm gonna take your heads off Irina's ears. What do you think about that?
I would like to go with you. I would like to see her.
Can't fault you for that.
Mhm.
Although it is dangerous and stupid.
Everything we do is dangerous and stupid. I don't think I've made a single safe or smart choice since you got here.
You did join us. I don't know if that was.
Wrong.
But I
I-
don't regret any of them. Sometimes you have to do what is dangerous and stupid.
Based.
Based. I think
Period.
so. He's like, is this what it feels like to be offended?
Probably.
Possibly.
This is unpleasant.
Most things
This
in Barovia
incessant
are
need to
unpleasant.
correct you. This like need I have to correct you. Is this Kellum? Is this how you feel?
Sometimes.
Defend myself and my actions and choices. Oh, this is. I'm not. Let's go.
I don't know if you'll learn the meaning of Merry Night, but you might learn the meaning of the human dilemma. And you all set off on the road. And as you exit into the streets of Vallaki, headed towards the eastern gate, you see that a gentle layer of snow has fallen across the land.
my God,
you
wait.
see.
We can see the sky and there's no fog and like.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's
weird.
crazy.
A gentle layer of snow has fallen across the land. It is still quite cloudy overhead, but it is nowhere near the doom and gloom. The street lamps seem warmer than usual. People running about are merry, and you don't know, and everyone. There's no one that doesn't seem to have a soul. Everyone is pretty happy. it's also there's also a lot of people around who aren't humans, which is unusual for Barovia. You see an orc and a gnome walking hand in hand.
Well, this is a pleasant surprise.
The whole town is decked out in green and gold garland. And you all make your way through the streets of Vallaki and out onto the old Svalich Road, or the Svalich Road.
Yeah, it's not old.
Why can't we? Why can't? Why couldn't it be silver and silver and blue?
This is green and gold. Nightmare.
I happen to like green and gold. Thank you very much. I think it's lovely.
I like green. I don't like gold.
It's okay to be wrong, and I pat you on the head.
Damn, she got you.
You can't pat me on the head if I'm in the air, shorty.
Becomes a draft. Yeah, actually, that's a really good question. Does it seem like our magic still works?
Oh yeah.
The Eldritch Blast fails.
What?
Oh fuck! I'm not a warlock anymore.
I'm gonna try and wild shape into a raven.
The wild shape fails.
Well, that's concerning.
I'm gonna punch Percy in the chest.
Ah! Why? Ow!
I wanted to see if it would work.
I'm not wearing armor. Oh, ow!
Yep. It'll be better with a kiss. Mwah. There.
Thank you. And
Medicine.
he awkwardly, like, pats you on the head.
I don't need head pats. That's for Lil.
Okay. Ow. Oh, man.
Like head
If you ever
pats.
try to head pat me, I will stab you when I get my daggers back.
You don't have daggers now, so now I could headbutt you and I could run very fast.
I'll kick you in the nose.
I already have a big nose.
All
Lil's
of this-
like Tinkerbell.
You have a great nose, babe.
Thanks.
All of this violence is not getting us closer to learning the castle or more about Strahd. Now, pick up those feet. Come on now, children. And I like
I'm flying.
I just wanted
fly
to see if,
faster.
well, if we can't cast offensive spells or
You, Ellie.
magic in general, I want to see if I could still punch things.
She's in mom mode. She's corralling her children.
There is definitely certain things that you all have limited access to at the moment. But if you try and punch someone, you're still gonna punch somebody.
Hell yeah.
That's not something I can do much about. You are still made of metal and quite capable of punching.
I do love punching.
But it's safe to assume none of our magic works.
None of your spells seem to quite work.
I just
Okay.
looked at my spells and I just remembered that I have centipedes in my bag.
You do, yeah. The little jar of centipedes is still in your bag. They're all wriggling and happy.
Perfect. I'm gonna feed them whatever centipedes eat. I'm gonna give them a leaf.
I don't know
Like a
what centipedes eat. They're very happy. They're happy little guys. As you all continue making your way towards Castle Ravenloft. Heading down-
Centipedes are actually carnivores, guys.
Ooh.
It's a terrifying thought and I hate it.
Guys,
Wait, what's the terrifying
forget-
thought?
Centipedes are carnivores.
They eat other insects, worms, slugs, nails.
Okay, I'm keeping them
Nails.
fed regularly so as not to force them to eat each other because I need them.
They probably would like the leaf because it would keep it cool and damp.
I'm gonna give them a little terrarium with a bunch of moss and dirt, and then I'll feed them bugs that I catch on our walks.
Excellent. The centipedes are well taken care of.
Yes.
And you all continue on for a couple hours until you reach the gates of Barovia. You've passed through these gates before, the heavy iron gates, and in the distance you can see Castle Ravenloft. And there, waiting by the gate, is a couple of carriages with white horses attached to them, and a little sign that says, "For merry night guests of Castle Ravenloft."
It seems they've provided a valet. Shall we?
Can anyone drive a
Sure.
horse?
I would turn into a horse if this stupid place would let me.
Can't drive a horse, but I can ride a cowboy.
I can drive the carriage, Percy says.
Butch.
It's not that I can't ride a horse, it's that typically horses don't enjoy having 350 pounds of metal on their backs.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I can drive a carriage, because there are carriages hooked up to these horses. A carriage big enough for your whole party.
Aw. Thanks, God.
The horses on one particular carriage, are they Clydesdales so they can handle the weight?
Yes. 4 large white Clydesdales. And you hop into this carriage, and you soon find out it doesn't require a driver, as the horses know exactly where to go. They follow the road as it winds back towards the castle, and you see the castle approaching, and it is massive and it is magnificent. And you I'm not going to give you this description yet. You'll get that description. You'll get some descriptions later that will be perhaps more accurate. But you see this big, beautiful castle ahead of you, with several towers. The highest one gleams in the sun, seeming to almost sparkle beneath the clouds. As you guys have seen this castle before in the distance, it doesn't look as threatening as it usually does. It seems almost warm, almost inviting. You can see the light of a fireplace through a few of the windows, that warm glow that invites you in.
Well,
It's beautiful, but I'm a bit... Feels weird saying that.
It's
I know,
it's
guys.
sad, isn't it? In a way.
I suppose, yes.
You know, they used to classify things like the want for something of the past, nostalgia, as a curse or a disease.
I could see that. That would make sense. How bothersome it could be. Have we arrived?
You have. The carriage stops, and you see there are a few servants out front. One of which greets you, and he says, "Ah, yes, hello. You must be here for the merry night festivities. Welcome in, travelers. Please, this way into the castle. We have a lovely parlor for the guests. King Barov and Queen Revenovia will be there shortly. This way.
I'm gonna follow. Just sort of
Yeah.
bouncing
Probably
around,
the
taking the whole
lich.
place in. Sorry, Elisa,
I'm
what,
gonna
what did you say?
Oh, I said, is this the lich? It's totally the lich. It has to be.
That would be interesting.
Sounds very familiar, yeah.
The DM has a limited number of voices they can do.
Sorry,
This way.
I'll follow, but I'll turn to Lil. Bet you could slip away pretty easily.
Nah,
From this guy.
maybe.
Do you have Vi with you? Is that a familiar? Did that also not work?
Do I have Vi with me?
You have Vi with you.
Okay, then
Does
yes,
Vi
I
have a
Vi.
Santa hat? Can Vi have a Santa hat?
Yes.
The
Vi has
teeniest,
the
tiniest of Santa.
Vi has the teeniest, tiniest of Santa hats.
I know it's not gonna work, but I'm gonna try to cast invisibility on Lil.
The spell fizzles.
Ugh. Damn it.
Oh.
Wait, are mine and Callum's eyes still like starry universes?
Mm.
No.
Your special eyes are gone. My brand.
My brand.
I would. Well, when the time is right, you could slip away. Get some information.
Yeah. I just need a moment of shadows and I can get away very easily.
All these fucking braziers are like fully lit. And we're like, "Ugh,
Yeah.
damn it."
You're walking down a fully lit hallway behind this guy as he's like pointing out various features throughout Castle Ravenloft. And here is the dining room is this way. Through that hall is down to the kitchens, and up that staircase is, of course, ballrooms and bedrooms and things of that sort.
Very
Um,
fancy. Very, very nice, beautiful castle. Thank you for having us.
Yes, it
Oh,
was,
these
it was
little lines.
built by the good King Barov for his wife, Queen Ravenovia.
I'm
What do
gonna
they call
let.
this castle?
Wait, what do they call the castle?
Castle Ravenloft.
I was curious if the name changed. That's all. And if Strahd changed it. Anyways.
I'm gonna send Vi on an exploratory quest.
Okay, pick a cardinal direction.
North?
We weren't given those. We were given this way, down the hall, and the stairs.
Trust
It's
me.
an east-west hallway. Vi runs into a wall.
Vi heads to the northern part of the castle and a few floors up. And you see through her eyes, sort of as you're being led to this parlor, you see her slithering around a room where you see a young man at a writing desk. And he looks very familiar.
Why is a raven like a writing desk? I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
But
Vi.
not quite. He looks familiar, but not too familiar. But not too not familiar.
What?
That's
It's
for the,
because
old,
it's
the
Strahd's
uncanny
brother and not actual
valley.
Strahd's.
for the old school Mabim Bam fans. Pre-Bean Dad days.
Oh
Is
my
it
god.
Strahd's older brother? Younger brother?
Likely.
Cool.
This could be a brother. For sure.
We're a cousin.
Our cousin, a distant uncle, perhaps.
And you see he's writing a letter. Can you hear through Vi?
1 second, let me double check.
I'm listening to Lemonade today.
Nice.
I think you can, because Vi's a familiar.
It's like the old Eldritch Invocation.
It's a very
Faces
long
or whatever.
stat block, so hang on.
Oh, it should be in the spell, not in the stat block.
That's what I meant.
Oh,
The
yeah,
spell's
yeah.
stat block is 5 paragraphs long.
It is. It's a long one.
Holy moly.
You can communicate it telepathically. Additionally, as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears.
Okay, well there we go. Yes, I can.
You hear you hear this young man sort of speak aloud as he's writing this letter. My dearest Tatiana,
Deering
No,
is
the-
starting this mumsy and popsicle.
my
father.
dear father.
Sorry,
my dar-
continue.
My darling Tatiana, I know I will see you later tonight for the Merry Night Festival, but I wish to give you this letter regardless. I care for you so very much, and I do look forward to the day we will wed. And he goes on, basically just being like, I love you, I love you. And it's very cute. It's very cutesy.
So he's reading this letter out loud?
As he's saying it aloud to himself as he's writing it.
Okay, what a nerd.
I do that. Offended. That was me today trying to organize the books really quickly for my library test. I was like, okay.
Moby Dick. Shit.
Fuck.
Man, we're all getting roasted today. And that is what Vi finds out for you, is that somewhere in this castle is a young man writing a letter
To a Tatiana.
to a Tatiana. Yeah.
Tatiana, who is the love of Strahd and also Strahd's brother at the same time. Damn girl, messy.
And you all are led into this parlor. It's a beautiful parlor with a lot of red velvet furniture, decorated in green pine garlands, and a lot of gold everywhere. It's very decadent. And there are tables that are laid out with little charcuterie and snacks and drinks and things.
Ooh, charcuterie.
Do love a
I'm
good
here for
charcuterie.
that.
I do love a good charcuterie. I'm gonna start nibbling on the food.
It's really good.
I bet.
It's top quality. This is
They got
king
that
shit.
they got that shmoney, so I'm not
What are the rest of
Yeah,
you
I think
doing?
I'm gonna eat snacks.
Kaylin, what are you up to?
I
You look like you're
Um,
scheming.
no.
The
Um,
Strahd session notes are going a little bit off kilter.
you can see my act. I really think I need ADHD meds. Anyway, there's times, I'm not kidding. There's times you guys talk and I come back to existence and I'm like, I don't know what just happened the last 10 seconds.
I just
Um,
I just love that in our Strahd session notes chat here, it starts at session 37 and it's just Randall popping off. Just no detail is too small for this man right now.
It's because he was called out on being the note taker in the last like 20 minutes.
There's this video I saw on TikTok that was like talking about ADHD and they're just highlighting the whole book and they're like, but what if I need it later? That's how I feel all the time. How do you pare it down?
Have you ever-
don't.
Have you ever had to write a book report?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I almost failed high school because of English, so no.
Some highlights from the notes. Some highlights from the notes chat. Invisibility doesn't work when Ellie uses it on Lil. ... Nat 1 move.
Wait, there's another one in there.
I
Hang
blacked
on.
out, but everyone is talking about green and gold now.
At least I'll have notes.
Nat
Some of them are
one
good.
move, bro. I'm gonna
Of
say
course,
that.
Irina
That's my
wants to
new thing.
join. She wants to see her first version of herself.
And as you all are standing in this parlor, you see there are in fact other people in here. What appears to be other very well dressed nobles, as well as a few people whose clothes look a little plainer, perhaps travelers like yourself. You see a tiefling and a drow hanging out by the fire, chit-chatting.
Does
You
Tiefling look like Carlac?
know.
Damn it!
Thank God Ellie isn't one of those old ladies who's also racist.
No,
Oh God!
no, she is not.
Yeah, you see what looks like adventurers, you see nobles, kind of a mix of people hanging out in this parlor, drinking drinks, having snacks, making merry.
So,
Go ahead.
no, you go ahead, dear.
I would like to go up to one of the random people, and I would Merry night.
Who would you like to go up to? Are you going up to a noble or are you going up to an adventurer?
Which one's cuter?
The the tiefling adventurer is pretty cute. He's
Isn't it
he's
canon that all NPCs are hot?
Well, yeah. You see this tiefling is blue with gold eyes and navy hair. He real cute.
I'm gonna go up to this one. Merry night.
Yes, and merry night to you as well. Are you here to see the king and queen?
Yes, we're good friends actually.
Oh, that's very impressive. Congratulations on I guess congratulations. I suppose that is a strange thing to congratulate someone on.
I've. Where are you from? Oh, Kaelin, by the way. This is our friend group here. Everyone wave.
I rolled a d12 for you and I got an 11, so congratulations.
We're called the
Thank
Four
you.
Horsemen.
Is that what we're called?
I mean, I could turn into a horse.
Totally the
technically.
fuck not!
Interesting adventure group name. I was part of a group called the Book Brigade. I'm Peter.
You work for the
Pleasure to meet you,
librarian.
Peter. What was that? 3?
Do you work for the librarian?
No, I don't
Sorry.
know a librarian.
Book brigade. Just something I thought I might ask. Also, it's funny when Sarah, my voice cracks. Because I'm trying to, because for 3 I try to speak very like low and plain. I'm like,
Yeah.
So, you know the king and queen already. That's quite impressive, I guess.
The old friends, yes. So, how do we get an audience per se?
Oh, I think they are supposed. I think they're going to come in, or they will at least be at dinner. Apparently, my friend and I, and he gestures to the draw. My friend and I here are just passing through. So we are on our way. But we were told that this would be a good place to stop for the night, considering the holiday.
Yes. So, so we all just get to talk to the king and queen?
Yes, I suppose so. 3.
3.
I have a. You good,
Third
girl?
horseman.
I when we discovered, okay, you know how we all like discovered what Strahd's background is? Did we have like a sense of when in his life, like, did it happen on Christmas night? Should be very funny.
No, that's not. As far as you are aware, that is
Okay.
not the lore.
Okay. I was a little concerned we were flashing back to the moment where it all happened, which it would be fine, but anyways,
No, I'm
sorry.
keeping it
Go-
light.
going with well, I figured I thought maybe you were gonna say the lesson is to humanize the monster, and then I was like, Ev would never do this to me.
No.
Ev
We
would
ain't doing
never do this
We
to
ain't
me. Ev values storytelling. I know them too well.
But you say you have already met the king. Surely, if you are old friends, you already have access.
Yes. You see, I was just asking, making sure that I was curious. That's all.
Oh. Well,
This is our first time with Merry Night, so we're trying to understand what are the norms of what we should be doing and how would one celebrate it and what are the joys of Merry Night. You know, do we give presents?
from what I've heard, Merry Night seems to be a holiday that is about sharing the burden of those around you, of your friends and family, basically supporting one another, doing fun things together, sometimes giving gifts if that's your thing, eating good food, just sort of togetherness sort of thing. Yes.
One. The
Do
first
not call
horseman.
me that again. Your dagger count is getting
First
higher.
horseman!
I'm gonna lean over to Ellie and like whisper softly, "Can I have a piece of candy?"
Oh, darling, you don't have to ask. You can have several. And I take a handful out and I just plop them in Lil's hand.
Awesome. I'm gonna shove however many she gave me into my pocket, but give one to the tiefling. Oh, we're talking to the tiefling, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Peter.
Like Merry Night. Here you go.
Oh, thank you. This is my friend Lucian. He is also traveling with me.
God damn it!
I'm sensing some OC self inserts are happening right now.
Both of them.
They're both Magic Academy characters.
But we
They
all
both
know
made
that
their debut on this channel.
Lucian is evil.
Oh, neat.
It's not that evil.
I guess I'll give one to Lucian too.
Oh, thank you. Is the Dickensian garb normal around here?
Not usually in our timeline, no.
People changed us for us without our consent.
Ooh. Yikes. Not touching that one. Peter, you continue talking to them. I do like that one though. And he points at Lil. And Peter says, well, I don't know. I don't really know much else about the Merry Night. I've only just arrived here myself. And at that moment, the door opens and a footman steps through and says, presenting the princes Sergei von Zarovich and Strahd von Zarovich, and with Lord Sergei, the mistress Tatiana.
3.
I'm kidding. I'm making a joke. That was the joke.
And you see the brothers, Sergei and Strahd. Sergei with a young woman on his arm. She looks like if Irina was well rested and hydrated. And had
could
maybe
never
had a
know
bit of
us.
therapy.
I could never.
Wait, isn't Irina with us?
Yeah, and you see she looks terrified.
Irina Tatiana's like reincarnated soul or whatever.
Yeah.
I just as a side note, when they start making the announcement, I tap on 3's like arm to ask to be picked up so I could see over the crowd, so I can actually see what's happening.
And as Sergei, you see the two young men. Sergei is basically a much more cheerful version of Strahd. The two brothers look very similar, but Sergei seems a lot happier, a lot kinder, whereas Strahd is very cold and serious and doesn't seem too excited to be there. Like he's more there out of obligation than enjoyment. And as they enter this room, that is where we will take our break for the evening.
Okay.
We're gonna take a quick little break, and we'll see you when we come back.
Bye.
Hey.
We're done stream. Let's get it going.
To our holiday special here at Curse of Strahd. Look.
Hey, Evelyn.
I
How's it
feel
going?
unsafe.
Listen,
What-
we're all just figuring out what it means to be human sometimes.
What's that thing, Randall, that you used to say all like my nipple or something? What was it? You used to rub your nipples a lot. I do remember that. But
I
there's
still
a-
rub my nipples. I just don't announce it because you guys got awkward about it. But don't you guys just get bored and grab your nips?
No,
No,
you're too
I
sensitive
do.
for
Do you
that.
want to hear a fun fact?
No.
My dad has a
Really?
third nipple.
Your dad does?
Yeah.
That's hot.
Where is it?
It's on the side over here, and he could squirt milk out of it. So, fun fact.
Add that to the list of things I didn't need to know.
Well, this was fun.
It's a thing in puberty. It's normal. It's normal. He can't anymore, but it's a thing for teenagers.
So we're back again with Curse of Strahd. Our friends our lovely friends here are in Castle Ravenloft, attending a holiday party for the holiday of Merry Night. They're in a room filled with nobles and adventurers, and Strahd has just entered with his brother Sergei and Sergei's fiance Tatiana.
Hey, chat. If you are assigned male at birth and you are suddenly releasing milk from your nipples, I just need you to know that there's a real chance that you could like sort of cause gynecomastia, and if that's something that would bring you a lot of dysphoria, maybe get that looked at.
Take care of yourself.
Love you. Yeah, so Strahd walks in. I immediately reach for a bow and arrow that's not there, and I go,
Yeah.
Remember, this is a different. I'm whispering. This is a different Strahd. Not. This one may not be evil.
Yeah, but what if we killed him anyway?
No.
I
Maybe.
believe this is what frustration looks. Thank you.
And you see as the three enter, Sergei and Tatiana immediately begin talking to guests, and Strahd just kind of awkwardly stands in the corner, looking disgruntled.
Is the brother the one that I recognize from Vi?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Hold
So I
up.
was right. It was the brother.
Well,
I'm gonna.
The one right in the letter was the one that's betrothed to Tatiana. Is the brother
Yes.
of Strahd. Okay.
Yes. And you see this girl as she's like walking, she's making her way around the room with him, just looks so utterly in love. The two of them do. Just completely enamored with each other.
Helen,
Yes.
maybe you should flirt with Strahd. Get some
You want me
information
to-
out of it.
You want me to flirt with Strahd?
Everyone
You
else
want
seems
Caleb
to want to.
flirt with Strahd?
Everyone else is going to throw up in their mouths if we even attempt it. So
I could try to just use my usual old lady charm and say hello without flirting.
That could
Well,
work.
sexual attraction to Strahd is well documented. I can actually take you through a list of every time he's made a comment.
I believe you that you have that list. Yeah, I believe that list exists.
What did I just receive from Randall?
I'm scared.
Caleb,
I
don't
don't
you
know.
concerned
Can't
about
with this. I can't with you. I can't.
Drinks are important.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck
good.
Snapchat.
Oh no!
Oh no. Oh no.
I've never looked better.
Yes,
Please
Lil.
help.
While we're debating on who's gonna go up and flirt with Strahd, I'm just gonna walk up to Strahd and us with a piece of candy in hand, taking a leaf out of Ellie's book, being like, "Married." Fuck. What's the
Night.
term?
Merry
Night.
night! Merry
Merry
night!
Merry
Merry
night to
holiday
you as well.
greetings.
And you see he does not take the candy. Merry night to you as well.
I don't have Ellie's charm to force him to take the candy. I look over at Ellie like,
I'm gonna toddle over and go. It is a pleasure to meet you, my prince. Thank you so much for hosting this lovely event.
It is customary.
You don't seem particularly interested in this.
I'm not exactly a party person.
That's fair. My third eldest daughter was the same way. She never particularly wanted to participate in anything, but to each their own. It is okay if it's not for you. Perhaps you can sneak away later and no one will notice.
Perhaps. Yes.
Well, thank you again. This is lovely. I understand the effort it takes to put such a thing together and the time it takes for you out of your day, and well, we're just glad to be here.
You should express that to my mother when she arrives. She is the one who does the planning.
I'll be sure to do that. And your brother and his lovely Tatiana looked so elegant together.
Yes, they do, don't they?
They cut a fine pair indeed. Don't you agree, Lil?
I get the sense that he is unhappy with this subject matter.
Obviously, I'm intentionally poking the bear.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's a great idea, but okay. Like, they look great together, love and all that crap.
Yes, I'm sure my brother and his fiancée will be very happy to.
If
Oh,
only you
bet-
could do something about it. I'm kidding.
Well, we have a deal for you.
I'm sure they
Oh,
will live
boy.
a long and happy life together.
Here's hoping.
Have you considered promising us, Pinky promise, that you allow this to happen?
We make an oath.
This one's a fake creature. You could swear to her.
True.
Period.
They promise.
Oh, that might be why he's not taking the candy from me.
Why? Because he's already a vampire?
No, because I'm Faye.
Oh.
He's
Oh,
racist?
He's,
No,
I can't believe he's racist.
you're not supposed to take
We're
food from the
canceling.
Fae.
You know what? We might not be able to defeat Strahd, but we can cancel him. We can cancel him on Barovian Twitter.
Yeah.
Lil, give me an insight check.
1 second. I gotta find the tiny dice for the tiny fairy. What is my insight?
It's the first roll all
Check.
day.
It is.
Look, we're improving here. It's how's a 15?
With a 15, it is not because you are a fae. It is
Aw.
because he is just a stubborn asshole.
It's because you're a poor.
It's because you're poor.
I'm not poor.
To him, you are.
Ellie, he didn't like my candy. And I'm gonna like have tears well up in my eyes
Oh,
and try to
no,
like get him to take the candy.
no, Lil. Maybe he didn't understand the offering. My dearest prince,
My friend here is offering you a very delicious homemade piece of candy. I promise you it's not poisoned or anything like that. It's just in the merry night spirit of giving that we are giving them to everyone we interact with. It's delicious. I made it myself. You must try it.
Thank you. And he'll take the piece of candy, but he doesn't put it in his mouth.
It's fine. Neither did Peter.
Eat it, bitch.
Oh, you see it's like once you guys walked away, Peter immediately unwrapped that shit and shoved it in his mouth.
Incredible.
Boy loves butterscotch.
I'm pretty sure he has to have someone check it before he can eat it. But at least he took it.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean,
Are
who wouldn't
you-
want to kill this guy? Am I right?
I would hate to offend a subject.
Thank you, Your Highness. It's very kind of you. Now, are you here with anyone today? Are you expecting a guest of special honor to accompany your side?
Because boy, do I have someone for you. His name's Kellum.
No.
You made out in a dream?
Perhaps I shall meet someone at the party.
I could introduce you to my friends. They're quite the raucous group, but they're very good people. Have you ever met a walking robot or a speaking robot before?
I do not believe so.
They are an incredible person, and they're learning a lot about what it means to be a human, or to have a soul, or whatever it is their journey is. It's hard to put it into words, but they are lovely nonetheless. Come, you should meet them. Yes, let's go. And I take Strahd's hand.
I just drag him. He you can tell he wants to stop you. But he doesn't. And he's just for some reason is allowing you to drag him across the room.
That escalated quickly.
The dragging is more like she forcibly takes his arm as like a lady would and is like bringing him with
He's
her,
like
you
bent
know,
down.
steering him.
Yes. Yes.
Friends, look, I've brought the prince who's taken so much generous time out of his day to come and meet you all.
You see Irina is just pale and afraid.
She's
Caleb Crow. This is
yes.
3, and this is Clarice.
Say it.
Why? Why,
Say it.
Randall?
Say it. Say it. You know you want to say it. Hello, Clarice.
Hello. 'Tis a pleasure to make a little
Hello.
acquaintance. Good stiff handshake.
You feel the
Thank
joy.
you. If I'd used any more force, I'm afraid I would have crushed the bones in your hand.
Thank you for not crushing the bones in my hand.
You are welcome.
Well, I should probably make my way around the party.
No,
It has
hold,
been-
hold up, please. Wait. No, don't. Leave me this way. I can't survive without your sweet love. It's Strahd.
Are
Don't
you
leave me this way.
some sort of bard performer?
Yeah, he's totally a bard. Definitely.
Really good
It's
at
just
it.
you make me feel different.
He's a bit of a method actor. He's really into his roles, you know.
I can't believe
Ah.
you're quoting Moulin Rouge right now.
Yes. I look forward to your performance.
No, no. Oh, don't leave. You have you have to show me around.
I have other guests to attend to.
I'm gonna lean over to Percy. Is my charm wearing off? It's not working. Harry, you still think I'm attractive, right?
Yes, Caleb,
think-
you're very attractive.
I think you land somewhere between 80 and 82.5% within the golden ratio, so I'd imagine that you are attractive. Although I can't quite measure this. Excuse me,
Something else to
my
measure.
lord.
Yes.
I apologize for the intrusion. I believe our friend here is just a little starstruck that someone that he has been, whose political career has been following for quite some time, is in front of him presently.
Ah, so you have followed the war.
Yes, in fact, Kellum is quite the researcher, manages a library. Oh, this lying thing's really fun.
Isn't it? Maybe you're finding the joy of merry night after all.
That's the lesson that we're gonna learn. Lying is fun.
Really?
Heard. You know, should I lean over and go, and he makes some nice arm candy too? Am I right, Strahd von Zarovich? No, clearly that approach isn't working. But I think if we flatter him, it'll work great. So let's turn back to him.
So you are quite well versed in the war that has gone on. These many.
I'm gonna
long years.
elbow Callum.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the war. Terrible thing. My grandmummy got lost, and I forget everything about this war.
You haven't heard about this war.
Oh, good. Grandmummy left and had to be a cook for the war. Heavens, dear, had to make crumpets for the whole place, and it's ravaging the countryside. You plan to end it, don't you?
Yes, I do plan to end it.
3 is like
How?
scanning every log of history that they have, and is like, what are you
Okay,
talking
you want
about?
to know about this war? I'll tell you about this
Yeah.
war.
Please, could you
Uh.
tell us, from your perspective, why you're so involved?
Well, I am the son of the king. Of course, I am involved. I act as a general with lieutenants beneath me. I command a lot of armies.
That is very
Very-
impressive.
Very impressive. Yes.
Yes, I have been called a count, a prince, a soldier, and a conqueror.
All very fitting titles.
Yes.
So, I suppose what Kellum might be getting at. Apologies for speaking for you, my friend.
You know me so well at this point.
We've waged many wars against my family's enemies.
I suppose what he's getting at is, what is the ultimate goal of your expansion campaign? I'm assuming on the offensive, not the defensive.
Seeking to right ancient wrongs made against my father.
I love a blood feud.
Yes.
Do we have a sense of geographically what Barovia is like kind of close to?
Oh, I used to know this. It's like, if you look at a map of the Sword Coast, if I remember correctly, it's like up in the northeast. It's not super far north, but like relatively, if I remember correctly. So like, if I look at a map of the Sword Coast, like, oh god, it's the really big one. Oh no, it's the big one.
Usually
It's so-
the big one isn't an oh no situation. It's like a oh yeah, sweet.
It's like, well, it's hard to like zoom in on this map.
I'm making a dick joke.
Oh. Look at this. Like near, I don't know, the frozen forest or something. I don't fully remember where it is. He says the names of a couple of notable landmarks that you, being familiar with the history of the land, would easily remember.
Fighting
I
Aslan.
mean, valuable points to take in an assault, I'm sure.
Yes. We've managed to capture most of the places we were seeking to take back. And soon we will have the rest.
Yes, dear. Do you need something?
I'm trying to
Reach
get
for
it
me, Strahd.
focused.
Reach for me, Strahd.
Trying to get the camera to
Strahd
focus.
strokes
There
your cheek.
I was thinking high five.
we go. And
Help
you see
me.
as you talk to him about war, he does loosen up a little bit.
He would be into war.
I'm just gonna dive off the deep end with this and be like, have you considered this this like strategy here, art of war there, whatever?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna hook my arm in his and walk.
Yeah, you take a turn around the room, arm in arm with Strahd, talking war strategy. You see he is very well versed in conquest. He is a strategist. Very much knows what he's talking about.
Tell him
Hey,
I don't
Ev.
think you were his type.
Yeah.
I'm everyone's type.
I have a question for you that I can't ask in front of everyone.
Ooh.
Do we have to take our headphones off?
Maybe.
Yeah, I can
You
mute,
wanna
I can mute you
do
guys.
you wanna DM me the question?
I think this is too complicated. That's why I'm asking.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, we'll take a minute. We'll give you a thumbs up when you can come back. Just
Thank you.
Give us 30 seconds.
Hey, so
Yeah.
we've
Yeah,
been
Take your
talking.
headphones off, Randall.
We've been talking about
Confused.
the like the backstory for 3 a lot.
Yeah.
And 3 was created for the sake of a war. Is this that war?
Ooh. That also has implications for Percy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking about. Like, was Percy part of the Barovian army and was against the army that I was a part of?
He was I mean he was in on the other side of the war that you were in. Oh. I think we gotta. Sarah, I think we gotta.
Did I just give
Sarah,
you
I think
cool
we gotta.
ideas?
Sarah, I
Okay.
think we simply must.
Okay, great.
Yeah. You
Perfect.
like you wouldn't have fought necessarily against Strahd's armies. But you may have fought predecessors. King Barov has also
Yeah.
a long history of war and conquest.
Cool. Great. We're good.
Come back!
Does this mean we
Return.
can come back?
Come
Okay.
on back!
Okay.
You should see the notes that Randall created for that section.
I do you remember? Wow, suddenly this whole thing became very canon relevant. Anyways.
It actually did.
Yeah,
Oh my
I wasn't
God.
expecting it either, and then we started talking and I
Oh
was like,
no.
And then I was
Oh,
like,
no.
oh wait, Sarah, that's a good one.
I do this to myself. I'm like, hey, what about this? And I was like, that's a
And
good
then you
idea.
have
And
a
I'm like,
great idea, and I'm like, yes, Sarah.
you're like, I planned that the whole time. Thanks. Okay, Cool. So I'll just do the circle. I'll do a circle with
Yeah,
Strahd.
You take a turn around the room.
Am I
uh,
Strahd's arm candy? Very metallic arm candy.
Yeah, something like that.
Is Kellum jealous?
Yes.
This is incredible.
Caleb, if you'd like, Percy offers you his arm. We could take a turn around the room.
I mean, you're not a war general filled with. Are you a prince? Do you happen to be a prince in hiding?
No. If I recall correctly, I was more of a foot soldier.
Hmm. Sure.
Damn
Okay.
rude.
Is that a problem?
No. It's not a problem. I gotta settle at some point, I guess.
So you think I'm... So being with me is settling?
No.
After everything, this is settling.
Well, we could build our own army.
You know what? Why don't you take a turn around the room on your own, and maybe I'll take Irina on a turn.
I'm gonna pretend to reach into my bag and hold my hand out to Kellum and go, here's the shovel you need to continue to dig yourself a hole.
And you see
Thank you.
Percy offers Irina his arm, and they walk around
That's
the
so
room as they
shady.
did in the olden days. Yes, Lil.
I'm gonna take this opportunity of everyone being distracted by walking around the room to get to the highest tower in the castle.
Very good.
Oh. Give me a stealth check as you sneak around the castle.
You're asking the rogue to do the stealth check. I love that for me.
Yeah, I am.
I get a +10 to my stealth,
Which one is this? Which one is that?
and that
No,
gives me a 24.
Show me.
I love stealth.
Show me the quests. Why do I not see quests?
Please don't. Never mind.
There. Figured it out. Found it. So that's... Is that... nope, it's not that one. Is it... Which one is it?
I think it's the transmuter replacement
Transmuter?
card.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
It's either transmuter or Don
good.
John.
Transmuter. Register himself as alive, and that's one. You go up to the North Tower Peak. And you find it's a tower. It has a beautiful view. I don't know why I'm even consulting the book, but here we are.
I know that I don't have my equipment, like my weapons with me.
Yeah.
But do I have my wand of secrets?
No. But there are no secret doors in this room.
Okay.
You find yourself in a relatively plain room. There's a chest containing nothing special, and a beautiful view of the Barovian countryside, which you can see so much more of without the fog. You can see all the way to Mount Baratok. You see Mount Gakis in the distance. And you see Lake Zarovich off in the distance. You can really see so much of Barovia from here, and it is a beautiful view. And indeed, as she said, the heights here are dizzying. And the stone, as you look down at the castle, sparkles with life.
I don't understand. No,
give
ancient
me-
better.
All right, I'm gonna do something for you. I want you to roll a d20, and if you
Oh, no.
roll it, and if you get a 20, you will affect the plot
Great.
of the regular game.
Damn
You will
dog.
create a canonical moment within this. A new canon shall be born.
I don't get to add anything?
No.
No, I got a 15. I was 5 away.
Boo.
So close. Alas, it is a room, but I will say, with that 15, you do know this is the room you seek,
Okay.
but it just isn't time yet.
Literally.
Stupid timeline.
Alas,
All right, I'm
time travel
gonna
has affected
go-
you.
I'm gonna go back.
You return to the party. Sergey and when you walk back in, Sergey and Tatiana are speaking with Percy and Irina.
Okay.
And Irina looks deeply uncomfortable, and Tatiana just looks so excited.
It's like, oh my god, another redhead queen.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
I'm still with Strahd, I'm assuming, so I can't really get close, but I would love to listen in
Yes.
on that conversation.
You hear bits and pieces of it. You hear Tatiana say, "Yes, I'm so excited for Sergey and I to get married in a few months. Is this your fiance?" And Irina says, "No, absolutely not. He is just a friend." And
Irina knows when not to step on Kellum's toes.
Yeah, she's
Period.
like, "No." And Tatiana asks her, Is there someone you love? You know, I know we have just met, but I feel like we are so similar. I would never suggest anyone to marry Sergei's brother. But
Jade.
Yeah.
Listen,
Pretty sure Strahd's gay.
that sucks. And they're just having like a normal casual conversation in which Irina just looks kind of uncomfortable, as she usually does. And Percy is just constantly glancing over at Calum to see if Calum's looking.
Are you jealous?
No.
No.
Right.
Calum, what are you up to?
The pouting in the corner. Like a little
That's
brat.
accurate.
Ellie, what about you?
Ellie's at the snack bar, just like making a plate of charcuterie. I think she got lost in the plot a little bit and is just excited for some good food.
Oh yeah, this food is so much better than everything you've eaten since you've gotten here.
Yeah.
And at this moment, the footman enters again and says, "Announcing King Berov and Queen Revanovia."
Is her first name Ravenovia?
As far as I'm aware, yeah.
Raviolia.
What a name.
Yeah, Revanovia.
Wow.
And you see the king and queen enter. King Barov and Queen Revanovia are resplendent. They are dressed to the nines in a way that is very befitting of their titles. And Queen Barov looks very much like Strahd. much in demeanor as well, much more stern and focused. Whereas the queen looks much kinder, more similar to Sergei, though perhaps not as excited. Sergei just seems to be excited about everything, especially his fiance. And they enter, and the king says, "Well, it has been another long and grand year here for this land and this castle. I appreciate you all for coming tonight, but I will not bore you with a long speech of platitudes. Please, in the dining food, beverages, and dancing afterwards. And a merry night to you all."
Speech, 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 speech.
I'm gonna nudge. Sorry, go ahead.
And the doors swing open, and there are servants there to direct people to the dining hall, should you choose to go.
As we're walking in, I'm gonna whisper to my friends. As a reminder, we do need to either teach a lesson or learn a lesson today. I am feared that we have all got a bit distracted from that task.
I think the lesson is maybe it's just time to let loose a little bit. We're not in danger here. Sometimes good things aren't always bad in the shadows. I don't know if that made sense, but I'm tired, so here we go.
I don't disagree with you, but last thing I would like is to wake up in this exact situation again, over and over again, because we can't get out.
What?
I'm not quite sure what the lesson would be. What, that Strahd was a person? We already knew that. He knows a lot about the war.
I mean, he's
What?
greatly involved.
What's that face?
Nothing.
Maybe
Maybe
the
it's
lesson is
not
that
his- Sorry.
Kellum needs to learn how to appreciate Percy.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's where I was seeing it going, and I was like, "Oh my god! Imagine."
I would
I
never
was
do that
gonna
to you.
say- Ev would totally do that to him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not apologizing. I did nothing wrong.
Yep, you did.
You were a dick.
I'm gonna literally like get in your face and be like, you were a complete and total asshole to someone who has risked his life multiple times to save you.
It's also kind of my personality, is it not?
That is not an
You're
excuse
supposed to
here.
love me for who I am.
If who you
Maybe-
are is an asshole, then you're not going to have anyone love you.
Do you want to end up like Strahd, where his sibling and his sibling's fiance don't even want to recommend anybody getting married to him because he's an asshole? And I say this quietly, by the way, but just
Right
loud
next
enough
to
for him to
no.
hear,
No, I don't want to be
because that's the
single
way.
forever. I'm almost 30.
Got you a half. Oh, you're a half off. Never mind.
Has
I-
3 learned the joy of Merry Nightmas?
It's just called Merry Night.
I suppose if the joy is talking about the most effective ways to subdue a population, then yes, I learned the lesson.
Oh my god.
Well, lesson learned. Let's click our heels and go back home.
That's not the lesson, and you know it.
The more you speak, Kellum, the more I realize you are the target of the person who needs to learn something.
No.
Not me realizing that I'm evil, and so is Callum.
Yeah.
I know!
A voice whispers on the wind. Remember what Merry Night is all about. Sharing
Giving
the
gifts.
burden and being with the ones you love.
You
We're
gotta
fucked.
share.
So we're like a big polycule.
I think what the three kind of goes, and then their head does a 360,
I mean, maybe. I mean,
and is like, I think what the voice is saying is that you need to share your feelings.
Yes, this is a safe place with us. You can speak to us if you're concerned about something, or maybe you don't feel that you are worthy of the love that Percy is trying to give to you.
I don't feel unworthy. I just get caught up in excitement and intrigue, and I don't think.
Yes, we see that, dear.
Maybe there's a appropriate way to express this complicated jumble of emotion.
Usually love is antagonistic, right?
No.
no,
Well,
It's like when you see a crush at the playground, you push them off the slide.
that is not healthy. That is so toxic.
Also, aren't you like 30? Not
Almost, not yet.
Not 5 years old, though.
I'm gonna call bullshit. And I'm 100% that when we first talked about this character, you were like, he's like 30, 31.
he's lying. Which is just like Callum, by the way. It's
do
a
you
lie.
not guys have him to lie about
It
his
reminds me.
age?
Just
It
like
reminds me of
him.
someone else I am familiar with in my personal life.
Yeah, I don't know what I put on the character sheet. I'd have to look it up off the top.
Well,
I don't remember off
canon.
the top of my head.
It's canon
I
now that
remember.
Callum lies about his age.
There are two things I remember about every Magic Academy character, and it's their height and their age.
Because you have to draw
Um,
them accordingly.
Well,
I'm not an expert in these feelings, but it would seem to me that rather than lash out, it might help to express that there is a need for validation.
Callum, dear, there is a problem when 3, the person who is learning to be a person and have feelings, is more in touch with their feelings and emotionally mature than you are.
This is not canon. 3 will forget this lesson. I'm serious. I'm so serious.
Perhaps there's truth to be had here. I don't want to go alone, though.
You might need therapy.
I would love to go to therapy, but I can't because I'm stuck in fucking Barovia. And I think Barovia has therapists. I think if
Not
it
a good
did, we
one.
wouldn't be here.
Not good ones, at least.
You suddenly recall a flyer you saw once in Volaki that was like, Therapy by Victor Valikov.
No, absolutely
Speaking of someone who desperately needs therapy,
not. Seriously.
I'm gonna say, well, maybe Ellie should go with you.
I think Ellie is probably the best bet. She's the kindest of us all.
Where are we going?
Ooh.
To talk to Percy, to apologize.
Oh,
Tell Percy that there's been a misunderstanding.
For you to,
To
apologize.
apologize.
yes,
to
I think I will go.
Percy.
I think I will go with. I think that's a good idea. Yes. Come, and I'm gonna pat you on the arm.
I'm on the way. Let's go. I imagine Ellie just grabbing Caleb's hand and just leading him.
Yeah.
Ellie leads you. Ellie leads Caleb swiftly to Percy, who is still talking with Irina. And as you are approaching, you hear, you really should give him a chance. He's really not that bad. He's just.
No.
Hi, Caleb.
Apologies.
Why don't they give you two a moment alone?
Apologies for the interruption, my lord and lady and friends. But
Oh,
we
it's
do...
it's just Percy and Irina standing still in the
Oh,
hallway.
they're not talking to Tatiana.
No, they're not talking to the other two. No. The other two have gone on into dinner.
Yeah, okay, got it. Never mind. So yeah, she just goes, Persolander.
Thank you.
Yes. Callum here.
I feel like there's been some kind of misunderstanding.
No, dear. That's not what we discussed you were going to say.
I feel like you and I need to talk.
Good start.
I think that's a good place to start. Would you like to talk?
Yes. About what? Yes, we should talk.
If it's all right with you, Percy dear, I might stay here just to referee and make sure that Caleb doesn't further put a foot up his own mouth.
All right.
Or I could leave you two to it. That might be better. Actually, I'm going to stay out of this one. Good luck.
Wait, no, don't do that.
And you just hear Ellie go off, go, ooh, snacks.
Irina follows Ellie. Oh, what kind of snacks do they have in this room?
And then if you look the other side, there's Lil and 3 not hiding very well behind like an ice sculpture listening.
Damn it.
I'm not trying to hide that well. If I wanted to, I'd disappear, but I don't care.
So,
So
what do you think I've misunderstood?
No, not just you, me too. I
Go on.
feel like you not having an army is not a big deal.
Is this your way of... Go on.
I feel as if I should apologize. I'm trying this feeling thing out. It's working.
I'm not going to make you apologize. You have free will. But
But
I
sort of the
was-
librarian sort of owns both of us, so I don't know if we really have free will, but
I feel very hurt when you imply that you are settling for me after everything that we've gone through.
that was rash. It was, and I'm sorry. I did.
I'm sorry,
God.
I'm not some hot conqueror vampire.
Well, you could turn me into a vampire, then we could have one in our relationship, so that could work. That's not the point. That's not the point. That's not the point.
How would I turn you into a vampire?
That is not the point. I am sorry. I got caught up in the situation. We've been yeeted off into the past, and I'm very disoriented and kind of sleepy. I do appreciate your company and do like having you around, but I'm not perfect. I'm not going to be perfect.
I don't expect you to be perfect.
Then we're on the same page. I do appreciate you. Might not always look like I do, or perhaps I don't know the right words per se. But what I do know is that I care about you, that I want to be around you, and I want that feeling that when you're around to continue. Don't fully understand it. Never really felt that way about anyone. Then this is really all new, since I really honestly have just been on a war path since my brother died, trying to find a way to kill anyone possibly to get back to that point. And in fact, I'm slowly killing myself to see my brother again. That's the whole point of my life. So having you come in is kind of confusing. But I don't want that to go away either.
That helps me understand. Thank you, Caleb, for telling me all that. I care about you very deeply. I want to continue this with you.
Good. Me too.
Would you like to go
Very
into dinner? And he
like
offers
this.
you his arm.
Yes, yes. You're quite buff, by the way. Working out a lot.
If this is what, if having to fight your way through Barovia is what you call working out, then yes, been working out a lot. Why don't we go back to the others? And he'll give you a little kiss on the cheek.
I'll return a kiss on the cheek, and then I'll go. I don't think it'd be too hard. I think they've been listening this whole time, and I'm just gonna kind of peer behind.
Yes.
Look straight at
Reload,
Lilith
like,
3.
the entire-
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I don't
Let's
know what you're
fucking
talking about. We
go.
weren't listening to anything. And I turn around and go to get dinner.
I think I'm gonna enjoy a nice dinner as Strahd's arm candy.
You go and sit next to Strahd. And you find after dinner the two of you talking again. And he looks up.
What idea do you have?
And he looks up and he says, mistletoe.
Ah!
I go, I'm not like when I talk, my mouth doesn't move. I
Yeah.
don't really have a mouth. Not really. I don't really come equipped with lips.
Give him the good old finger swab.
But if you let me stick my finger in your mouth, it'll be like the same thing.
Just
No, I don't say that, obviously. Three's not that. Maybe like session 4-3 would have been like that. But I'm gonna reach out a hand to him. My left hand. I'm gonna reach out a hand to him.
he will give you his hand.
Remove your glove.
He removes his glove.
I'm gonna when he takes my hand, there's like something in my palm shifts, and this like little spark of energy flies out and up, travels up his arm, and you know, maybe I believe I'm starting to understand the concept of loneliness.
It is well, that is most unfortunate.
You're familiar.
Very. But I'll see that fixed.
Some advice, if I may.
Yes.
What you need might not be in the first place you look.
Well, I've looked in many places. I know exactly what I need. And he looks across
Milk.
the room at Tatiana before looking back at you.
And then 3 stabs him. The end.
Do you?
No! A Christmas special! But I sure still would like to.
I bet you would. And you spend the rest of the night enjoying the party. Strahd at some point disappears off to go brood somewhere and plot and plan his evil deeds, his future evil deeds. You see Sergei and Tatiana looking very happy together all night. And you see Irina, before you all leave the castle, she takes Tatiana's hand and she whispers something in her ear. And Tatiana just, the two of them hug tightly like sisters. And you all head away back to bed. Have you all learned a lesson? Or taught a lesson?
I think so.
Lil,
I think so.
have you taught or learned a lesson? About the spirit of the holidays?
About the spirit of the holidays? I mean, tried to give candy to my enemy.
You did. Didn't go
I
so
think
well.
that's gross. Because I really wanted to stab him.
I really thought you guys were gonna come in here and start swinging. There's not much he can do to you right now.
If there's anything the 3 knows how to do, it's how to read a motherfucking room.
I guess. Yeah.
Just kidding.
Caleb, have you taught a lesson or learned a lesson? And if so, what lesson is that?
I learned that I can still be myself and still be loved.
Wonderful. 3, have you taught or learned a lesson?
I think 3 has some insight into what drives someone to do what Strahd did, but still disagrees with it. Still
Fair.
thinks it's an overreaction and a
Oh,
and
100%.
a and is also is yes. Would you like to contribute?
Sorry.
You have something to say. And is like more of a it's more of an element of like, oh, this is something that has to, like, this is a part of humanity that they didn't understand at first. But still needs to fucking die. Jesus Christ.
Ellie, have you taught or learned a lesson?
Yeah. I think Ellie helped teach Callum that you can't always be right, and you need to sometimes admit that you've done something to hurt someone and own up to that. I also would like to have a quick side with Lil at the dinner table. If we could roleplay that for like 2
Yes,
seconds.
absolutely. Go nuts and
God.
have fun.
So where they're sitting at the table and Ellie's happily cutting away at her food and eating some, and she looks at you, Lil, and goes, Oh, by the way, I noticed that you were really enjoying passing out some candy today, yes?
Yeah, it was nice.
It's fun, isn't it?
Sometimes.
Yes,
It's
not
when they
everyone
won't make it.
everyone is receptive, but that's okay. I'd always tell my children we can't be friends with everyone, but it's always worth the attempt, yes?
Yeah.
Well, I have not passed this down to anyone, not even my children. I don't really trust them with this recipe. They're all sort of, how do you say, terrible behind the stove. So, and she's gonna reach into her bag and pull out a little like note card, and she goes, "This is my candy recipe, so that you may continue this on after I go, because I trust no one more than you with this. You understand the joy that it brings to people and to yourself." And she just
Ellie,
pats you on
want
like
to
the
die.
shoulder and goes, "I know you'll do me proud, dear."
God damn.
Hard to be evil with fucking this shit around.
Oh my god, that's
She's
so...
gonna give you a little hug, a very motherly hug.
Oh. Randall, you
She-
better put that in the notes in a nice way, you shit.
Yeah, she also teaches Lil how to make her candies. That's another thing that Ellie taught today.
So Lil's gonna give you a big hug
Oh,
and then like pocket it.
yeah.
And as the night ends, and you all, having learned something or taught something, as is the way of the Christmas special, you all find yourselves not waking up in bed, not even necessarily coming to, more like the end of a daydream, as you find yourselves once again standing in the Bastani camp. Moments away from probably setting it ablaze or some shit. As if awaking from a daydream. And that is the end of our session.
Yay! Thank you,
Yay.
Evelyn.
It's so fun.
Thank
I
you.
hope you all learned a little something about togetherness and about the importance of communicating your feelings.
Power of friendship,
Mhm.
everything's possible.
Friendship.
Pleasure.
What is this, the end of Soul Eater?
Deep cut.
Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, my lovely players, for playing and for
Yeah.
putting up with my silly little very last minute idea that I had.
It was delightful.
Yeah, make sure to check out our Patreon. Make sure to check out our YouTube. We're taking a 2-week break, so if you need your Magic Academy fix, our YouTube backlog is there for your perusing pleasure. If you want to, if you want to find out where Peter's from, one of the NPCs that showed up today, watch the Netherdeep campaign.
Got time. You got 2
Uh,
weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, get us monetization right now, bitch.
Hell yeah, like and subscribe. And with that, remember to be kind, to love one another, and we'll see you very soon. Happy holidays!